Yo, yo, yo. You know what time it is. We had to do it. We in the H. We got another episode of Nothing Nice. It's your man JB, and I'm here with my brother Mook Jones. How you feeling,
Jones in
bro?
the building. You know how it is. You know what it is.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
Trey Ward legend. Trey, Trey Ward legend. My brother, Jay Howard, bro. What's up, man?
Good, what's good? Oh man, it's good to be here, bro. What up, Mook?
Bro, I
What's up
appreciate you
with it? What's
pulling
up
up.
with it?
Bro. I,
Big
I
dogs
know
in the
you.
building. Got the big dogs in
That's
the
a busy
building.
man right there. That's a busy man. So I appreciate you pulling
Yes,
up
sir.
anytime you can come through. All
Yeah,
right, man. So look, we talk about the AFC South today. We're gonna just hop right in. You see, I had to put my Texas jersey on it. Now, for my Browns fans, it's CJ Stroud. You already know Buckeye Nation. We rock with our guys wherever they go. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. All right, bro. What are we looking at from the Texans this year? What's the expectation?
it's, you want my Texas fan optimism, or you want the realistic? How you want to do
Bro, this is your world. Let me know how you feeling.
Hey,
it? I
give
give
us
you
give
both.
us both. Sprinkle it
I give
in.
you both. Uh, I'll start off with the optimism, man. We're going to Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're winning the Super Bowl. It don't really matter who we play against. This defense, man, it's looking good. It's looking good. Uh,
Bet.
but as a realist, I gotta say, even though I love the way the team is shaping up, um, realistic expectations. I think best case scenario, we get past the division round, get one more win before we get knocked out. So if we can do that, I'd be happy.
Okay, so if you get past the divisional round and you get that one more win, that means you go into the AFC Championship. That's what you eyeing this year?
That's what we are next year. That's what we are next year, man. I think it's a tall order, but I think we got the team to do it if we stay healthy.
Man, okay. I mean, I could definitely see a world where the Texans go to the Super Bowl. If we just look at what they had last year, where the Texans they were able to fight tooth and nail with the Chiefs, and then we later found out that the refs were a little dirty. I mean, without their hands being held behind their back, I think the Texans could really do something this year, man. And pickups they have.
Kansas City and the barbecue, man. We got those kind of wars going on. Too. So it ain't gonna mention both ways. You know, it happened that way that time. We got to pay more reps. Man. We got to pay more reps.
Yo, let me see.
Yeah, my man just clicked out, but I was gonna say, man, to the point of, yeah, man, I like the Texans, man. I actually had a hot take earlier.
Yeah,
I had a hot take earlier this what it was a couple of weeks ago, and this was before CJ Gardner Johnson
yeah,
had
yeah.
had went down. And I had made a bold take, and I had said that CJ Gardner Johnson in the last 3 seasons has been the most impactful defensive player in our.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe they keep. I can't believe they keep passing him around like a bag of chips, man. 'Cause he's a prime time player, man. Yeah.
No, that's big facts as far as him being a primetime player. My thing is this though, and also he's gonna be playing at the beginning of the season. That just came out the other day that they are expecting him to play at the start of the season. But I mean, the Texans are in the AFC South, and let's just keep it a buck. The AFC South is weak. They're basically they're like this NFC South. It's the Texans, and then it's everybody else, like head and shoulders above. But however, are there any teams in the AFC South where you feel like, you know what, let's look out for them because they might do something this year. They might give y'all a reason to pause.
First of all, let me acknowledge the fact that we've been waiting a long time to hear somebody say what you just said, man. Texans and
Mm.
everything else in the AFC South, man, we used to be in the dungeon down there, man. So I'm glad you said that. It makes me feel good. But the AFC South, every game is a rivalry game, and so you just never know who's gonna win which one. You can have those years when the Colts were doing really, really well back in the day, and the Texans weren't doing well at all. We would even sneak a game in every season, and people were like, "What happened?" And the same thing
Right.
happens to us against the Jaguars, against the Titans and against the Colts. So even though we're the best team, head and shoulders above the rest, like just like last year, they could steal a game or two at any time. So, we gotta be ready for that. I don't know what it is about rivalry games.
Man, listen, rivalry games get everybody's best shot. Okay, so tell me, so let's move to this real quick. All right, so which rivalry do you like? Do you like the most? Y'all versus the Colts, y'all versus the Titans, and y'all versus the Jags. But like, I don't remember the Texans ever really having a problem with the Jags, to be honest. So it's really more so the Colts and the Titans.
Yeah, the Jags haven't been relevant since what MJD, Keenan McCarthy.
Brian Leftwich.
He is oh man,
Brian Leftwich is that it.
man, one of my best friends is a Jags fan. I got a lot of respect for that man. To have
Bless
that
his
type,
heart.
to have that
Whew.
Bless
type
his heart.
of heart. It's
Bless
like
his
being a
heart.
boy. Never mind, never
Whoa, 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 what happened?
mind. What'd you say,
Wait a
bro?
minute.
What you say, bro?
Wait a minute.
Oh man, I think you cut out for a second. I couldn't hear. Let me say. But no, that's a tough one, man, because the Titans were the Oilers up until '97. That's what I grew up watching a little bit. So it's always
Mm.
good to see that rivalry. Going back to even when Vince Young went to the Titans, man, and then they wore the Oilers jerseys last year. So
That was
disrespectful, man.
disrespectful.
So
That was
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
We always want to beat those guys as badly as we can. But the Colts, man, since 2002 when the Texans started, man, the Colts, they had a really good team for their first almost decade with Peyton Manning and
All right.
Marvin Harrison and what's the boy name used to kill us every time, T.Y. Hilton, those guys. So I mean, uh, tough. If I had to go with one, just for revenge purposes, I got to go with the Titans. The Colts is a close second, if not tied.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's solid right there. Okay, so tell me this: if you could bring one player from the past Texans team onto this team, who would you bring on?
Yeah. All right. If it's just anybody,
Mm-hmm.
let's first go. If it's needs based, I gotta go Arian Foster. Because I mean, our running backs, we got some injuries going on right now. We don't know which Nick Chubb we're gonna get. Shout out to the Browns again. And then,
We
yeah,
were, thank you is just enough. Thank you is enough. You don't have to do all that. Just thank you. Just shout out to the state of Ohio for y'all. We gave y'all CJ. We gave y'all Nick. Just say thank you. We gave y'all 3 picks for nothing.
shout out to everybody in Ohio, man. Shout out to my people in Columbus, man. I got people out in Grove City, man. Shout out to y'all. Um, but yeah. I mean, if I could bring anybody back needs based, it'd be a tie between Arian Foster because we need a running back and whoever our best O lineman has ever been. Whoever they are, just come on back, bro. Maybe it's
Ooh.
hits. Maybe it's somebody who can protect CJ. Man. Anybody who is the best one we've ever had, we bring them back. And then, most people would say J.J. Watt, but we got two killer defensive ends right now, man. We don't need any help in that regard. We even got some pretty good backup D ends, so we're good there. Um, so yeah, Arian Foster. I think we're pretty deep at receiver. I think just Will Fork back too, man. That we got a hole in the D line. If they're not running on the edge, they might get to us. So maybe bring back Big Vince to plug up the middle.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
and
real
maybe a
Texas
linebacker.
fan right there. Big Vent. Big Vent.
Big Vince.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
He spent his best years in New England, bro. But he came down here and started eating barbecue, man. The more
It got
barbecue,
good to him.
Hey,
the
let
more
me ask a
barbecue,
question.
the less yards the opposing running backs got, man. So shout out to Vince, man.
Hey, I gotta ask a
Mm.
question, man, because I always want to ask the Texans fans this, man. Like, do you ever wonder like what it could have been? If like y'all would have went ahead and drafted Vince Young,
Dude, man,
like
we always wondered that, man. We wish it would have happened. I think he would have thrived here.
yeah,
You know, he has some issues, I think, with Jeff Fisher out there
yeah,
in Nashville, and I think he would have thrived here with his people behind him and all of
yeah,
that. You know, I don't know how much better he would have done with the kind of offense we were running, man. We had about 3 plays back then, so he might have to
yeah.
improvise a lot.
I'm telling you,
That's
But yeah,
what at UT.
I'm telling you, I think y'all would have got way more out of him, especially with J.J. Watt in his prime. I just feel like, man, when y'all took Mario Williams, he really set y'all back even farther than what he was because he didn't do nothing for you guys. Like, didn't give you nothing.
nothing, nothing but scandals and disappointment.
Then, and look, and then they had David Carr back there. Really, you needed a quarterback that could run and get away from the pressure. Because David Carr was getting killed back there.
Quarter.
The
Was it
was
David
running for
Carr or was it? His name was David Carr, wasn't it? I'm talking about the right Carr, right?
And that was David.
Yeah, yeah, David. But,
Yeah,
but yeah, I always did say, man, and even Vince Young, as much as Jeff Fisher hated him, he still had a like double digit over 500 record as a starter, you know. So I feel like,
yeah,
man, the dude had a certain confidence about him. It's just like Jeff Fisher really broke Vince Young down to the point where he started doubting himself. Like, I feel like if he would have went to the Houston Texans with that franchise just growing, I mean, they would have rallied behind Vince. And you know, he would have had that same Texans vibe that he had when he came from the University of Texas. And I think he would have took that right on to the Texans because you can see he had that swagger, man. He had that what made players believe. I feel like if
you
y'all
know,
would have took Vince Young, I feel like y'all could have had something.
I don't know why I really don't. I wish I could ask the GM back then. What, what was going on in the war room with
Right.
Mario Williams, man?
Bro, think about it. But I mean, think about it. You just watched Vince Young beat USC, who had one of the best run pass games in the history of college football that we have ever seen, with Reggie Bush, who was one of the most athletic college players that we've ever seen. And you saw Vince Young go there and pretty much one deep the situation. And then it's time to draft, and y'all say, however, comma,
Mhm.
hey, let's see what this guy's talking about. What?
It's one of the questionable calls in history. I mean, but it's crazy how that works because you see that kind of decision being made and it sucks. But then on the flip side, you see them take a chance on a nobody, Wisconsin, who becomes a Hall of Famer, in J.J. Watt. So I mean, I don't know what kind of special talent it takes to have the eye to be a GM and see talent before it's even realized. But sometimes when you swing big, you miss big, and sometimes you swing small and hit big. So I don't envy those guys, man. Their job is on the line every day.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I
Mhm.
hear you, but that feels like the Portland Trailblazers taking Sidney Moncrief over Michael Jordan. It's like, bro, what are we doing? Like the answer's in front of you.
You know, that guy got fired soon after.
So
Bro, I mean,
go ahead,
go
Jay.
ahead, move.
Oh, Sydney, man. Sydney's a great guy. Yeah, Michael Jordan, and I think didn't Sam Perkins go before him too?
No, Elijah Wan went one,
Yeah,
Moncrief went two, and Jordan went three.
Jordan went three. Okay, it's like the same man. Big Sam, Big Sam, that'd be a terrible decision.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Hindsight 2020, man. Hindsight is 2020.
Hey, but what
Big
y'all think
facts.
about Cam Ward though in AFC South this year? You think he gonna step right in and cause problems for the Titans, or you think? Cause I feel like it's the Texans divisions to lose unless unless
Then got the
unless unless Cam come in like Jaden Daniels and wreak havoc. Cause you know the boy already fighting in practice with big old linemen. He don't know a tall team, so he feel like he can beat anything. So that's
He ain't
clear.
scared of nothing. I tell you that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Unfortunately, Cam doesn't remind me of Jaden Daniels. He remind me of another James. He remind me of famous Jameis Winston right now. He got extreme upside and extreme downside right
Down now.
I can see it. That's not wild. I can see that. I don't think
The man
because
gonna
I
be
watched him in
published.
college.
The man ain't
I
gonna
watched
be
him in
published now.
college. No. But I watched him in college, and he's not afraid to put the ball into tough situations. So
Right.
just off of the strength of that, man, like the Texans are gonna be a team that you really can't do that against because the Texans defense they're gonna be hellacious this year. So just off of the strength of that, I think that Cam Ward will be good, but I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. I don't have a high ceiling for him this year. I think that it's gonna be a lot of growing pains. And as long as he doesn't go for a run and then takes himself out of the game without the rest of the team knowing and says that he's tired, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Well,
try if you want.
look. Speaking of Jameis Winston, if I'm the coach, I'm trying to give Jameis Winston a call.
They might want to give Russell Wilson a call because that's gonna be Justin Dirt's job.
Man, if I'm Russell Wilson, I'm going right now, man. Look, if y'all ain't gonna give me a true shot to take this team, because Jackson Dart has been looking good, and he is young.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, but also you ain't playing against the ones either. You doing that against twos and threes too,
Yeah.
because we seen him. Because I've been hearing stuff out of training camp that he don't look that good in training camp against the ones. So
Yeah, I was
and
never.
look, he in the NFC East. So
Yeah,
And
them,
East is
them
finally good
Eagles
again.
coming. Them
I'm
Eagles
telling
coming
you,
day one.
look,
And the Commanders.
more quarterbacks are ruined than made. We see that from Anthony Richardson. So
Whew.
don't let these vanilla coverages that they playing in the preseason fool you. And you get out there and it's way over because I remember a time when Daniel Jones looked like the next coming of Andrew Luck, them first couple games. And we see how that went down here. So
That guy returned to sender.
yeah, they can play with Russ if they want. I'm telling you, there's plenty of teams that'll take Russ right now in his leadership. I'm telling you right now. You think Jackson going to be that far ahead if it wasn't for Russell teaching them how to be a pro and how to prepare? You got another thing coming. Look, I'm either that or I'm trying to call the Browns because they clearly don't want Shador. If I'm the coach, that might be
First of
they
all,
ram in the bush.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't like what you just said. That's not what the Browns have ever said, okay? Shador is starting halfway through the season. Joe Flacco gets the first half just to get us the losing record we need. And Shador is gonna come in and finish that losing record off. We're gonna have 2 top 5 picks next year,
How?
and we're gonna go from there.
How? How?
All right. We had Jacksonville's pick. Jacksonville's gonna be horrible. You believe in them?
Time out. You sound like look. The Browns can't get out their own way for one. They got the man third string. You didn't see the lineup? They got the man third. So now you gotta wait till Joe Flacco get through screwing up, and then you know they're gonna give Dylan about 4 games just to be able to
They're not
sell
giving
him.
him 4.
And then
Listen, I'll tell you right now, they're not giving Dylan 4 games. He's not good enough for 4 games. I didn't understand why we drafted him. When we played him, when Ohio State played him, we smacked the
you
mess
gotta
out of him.
understand politics, right? You gotta understand politics. They're gonna get that man about 4 games. They drafted him third. You think they want to show that they was idiots by drafting Shador in the 5th round? Oh, Dylan Gabriel over him.
Mook, let me explain, bro. Me and Jay, we had a coach in high school named Coach Miller, and he used to say, "There's politics and politics, all right? Politics and politics, all
Okay.
right? These are politics. They're like Shador this, that, and the third. That man will get on the field this year. Mark my words.
Look, this is all I'm saying
Mark
right
my
here.
words.
This is all I'm saying right here. And I'm not saying that Dylan Gabriel is better than Shador.
He's
But I
not.
seen that preseason game. As much as I didn't want to see, I seen what I thought. And I had to be a little country when I'm saying I seen what I thought. The boy did not
From
look
who?
bad. The boy was on time. He ran off it.
Who's Dylan Gabriel?
That mud, and look, that mud was coming out his hand pretty too. And he was on the money.
He threw a pick and he had a fumble, both
But
of
you,
which were his fault.
okay,
I'm
I
not worried.
understand that pick. I understand that pick, but I'm telling you that ball was coming out on time. I'm not saying he better than Shador. Please don't get me wrong when I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I'm for Shador, but the Browns can't get out their own way. It's the reason why y'all are a losing organization.
First of all, I'm not gonna let anybody who comes from a state without an NFL or NBA franchise talk to me about my team. Jay
Look,
Howard, back to you in the AFC South.
look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for you do. For you do. Y'all might as well not have a team if y'all gonna run it like this.
Y'all don't have enough people to have a team.
It doesn't matter.
Your NFL team is Ole Miss.
Look,
Bro,
we competing.
bro, what
Look,
are we doing?
even though we don't have a team, we are still competing with y'all for how many Super Bowls we're gonna win in the next 10 years.
But you're not. You're not.
In 10 years, we'll have the same amount of Super Bowls.
But we won't.
They say the Texans and the Texans gonna win a Super Bowl before the Browns.
You know what?
Let them know.
I don't like this Browns hate. Also, y'all don't have the capital nor the people to get a football team. So y'all don't even get looked at when it comes for teams. So forget you and Jay Howard. All right. What we're not gonna do is talk about the Browns like this. But not when God has been good to us, and this is the day that the Lord has made.
Look, Jay Howard, they found the diamond. They found the diamond in the dirt. Instead of putting the diamond out the dirt and shining it up, you know what they do? They continue to put dirt back on it and stomp it.
Come on, man. They must be trying to hide it so nobody will take it from them. That's what it is.
Look,
That's what it is.
look, they found the gold mine, bro. It kept walking. You know we tell the truth. You know just tell the truth, man. The truth is shame the devil. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Don't be no devil. Look,
You don't have an NFL team.
I didn't act like that when the Texans were down, man. Come on, bro. Come on, Jack.
Don't be like no Dallas Cowboy.
No.
Oh,
Like
man.
if I was getting this talk from like somebody whose state had an NFL team and their
Don't worry
NFL
about
team did something, that's one thing. But they haven't even given you guys what is that? What is that? The Houston what? Yeah, they haven't even given y'all a AAA team for football, basketball. Do y'all have one for baseball? Can you at least get a soccer one?
Look, okay.
Yeah.
Do that make you feel better? The Browns still in the same situation. It ain't gonna change it. It ain't gonna change what the Browns going through.
Hey,
better.
at least we have a chance to change our situation.
Look,
y'all always gonna be at the bottom talking about, are we gonna be a Texas fan this year, or are we gonna be a Titans fan this year?
You know how I look at it.
I'm gonna sign your petition to get a team down.
Hey, you know what I say, bro?
Hey,
you know
all 5 million people who live there, thank you.
Look, it's just like money. It's just like money, right? You can't miss what you never had. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, look, if you never had a dad, you don't miss a dad. You don't even know dad, because you ain't never had one. Now, if we get one and lose one, that's a different story.
Imagine putting all your faith in the Ole Miss just for them to never win.
Look, that's the thing. I can put my faith.
Shout out to Ohio State who won the national championship. Shout out to Ohio State that won the national championship.
Look, I know we might not
Shout out to Ohio State that won the national championship.
We might not have Jay Howard for too long, so I ain't gonna go too much farther on this. But I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm gonna just say this. The reason, look, we can have many teams. See, that's the great thing about us. We don't got to be confined to a Browns organization because I live in Ohio. I don't got to represent for the Browns. I can say, well, you know what? I don't like this team because they suck forever since I've been born. So I'm just going to go for this other team because I don't got a team. But you, because you from Cleveland, you got to actually root for these Cleveland Browns. And they must suck. It's just like, look.
But here, wait a minute. Wait. But here's the thing. I don't know how you can hate from outside the club. You can't get in. You
Come
don't
on,
even
Josh.
have the choice to root for a team or not root for a team
Hey,
because they're
Josh.
never going to put one there. That's like the equivalent of it's like I can get a girlfriend, but I'm focusing on my grades. All right, bro. Cool
J How.
story.
J
Cool
How.
story.
Hey, J How. Hey, that's just
You
like,
got him over here sounding like Tay, bro.
hey, J
Stephen A.
How.
Stephen A.
Hey, J How.
What's
You
up,
know
bro?
what
You,
that's just like? Hey, that's just like telling me, that's just like you said, man, look, all you can marry is retribution from Northern. All you got is retribution. You can't go out and find no other woman. All you got to marry retribution. That's what the Browns is like, retribution. You got to go for retribution. You got to marry retribution. That's all you got. You can't choose no other women. You can't choose them thin women over there. You got to choose retribution. That's the
it gets
Cleveland
cold
way.
in Cleveland. Look, it gets cold in Cleveland. We see -degree weather. All right. Well, all y'all get to do is imagine.
Look,
All right,
that's the way.
Jay Howard.
We
All
can
right,
have all the
question, bro.
weather.
All right, wait, real quick.
And Paul Brown. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, nothing like a picnic behind the stadium. All right, so we've been asking all the divisions. We need a Mount Rushmore, but it's for the entire division, not just for the Texans. Mount Rushmore all time.
Start with, start with the Texans there. Right now, my man Andre Johnson is sticking in my mind right
So from the AFC South, you putting Dre on there?
now. From the AFC South, we're doing Mount Rushmore just overall, or we're doing offense defense, what we're doing.
We can do offensive defense.
Offense, AFC South all time. That's tough, bro. Like, you know who's not going on there? Blaine Gabbert. Uh, so, man, that's a really tough one. Let's go. Let's go.
The quarterback,
Uh, quarterback. Man, it's gotta
it
be.
has to be, it has to be Peyton Manning.
No, no, come
What?
Come on,
Who
Josh.
else?
on. I just don't like it, man. I just don't like it. Anyway,
TJ
he's
Yates.
the great. TJ Yates. Nah, it's probably got to be Peyton Manning if we're going off stats and whatnot. Hall of Famer, well deserved. If we're going running back, man, you got MJD, you got Adrian James, you got Aaron Foster, you got, man, you got, am I missing anybody else?
You got Joseph Adai.
You got Joseph Adai, what's the boy name that rushed for over 2,000? Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He didn't
terrible.
have enough longevity though.
Yeah, yeah, he did. And they tried to bring him back a few years ago. Those injuries got him.
You got Derrick Henry.
Oh, you do have Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry probably got to be in that spot there. Yeah,
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
yeah.
All right, who's our wide receivers?
Oh, wow. That's really tough, man. I mean, you got Harrison, Marvin Harrison, T.Y.
I'm gonna go Marvin
Hilton.
Harrison.
You got Andre Johnson. Well, we got two wide receivers, so that's cool.
Yeah,
We
you
could,
get two. You get D Hop. You got D Hop as well.
we
Reggie
have,
Wayne.
yeah, yeah, you got McCardell. It was another guy in Jacksonville that was pretty good. Can't remember his name. Man, Reggie, yeah, Reggie. I don't know which two go there.
I'll probably go with Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison is there. Um,
So who's the second one?
second one, I might have to go with Dre and then put somebody in the slot for a third receiver. Uh,
What that tight end for the coach, number 44? What was his
Dallas
name?
Clark. Dallas
Dallas
Clark.
Clark.
Dallas Clark. Man, that was a beast right there.
Dallas Clark was tough.
He's tough, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody better than Dallas Clark there. He did have Mercedes Lewis, who is also a beast.
Yeah.
And
You know who I like? I like Maurice
yeah,
Jones-Drew too.
yeah, I said MJD. MJD,
Yeah.
he's in that running back conversation for sure. Uh,
Fred
But
yeah,
Andrew
Taylor.
J.
Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor was tough.
oh
Fred Taylor.
man, yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
I like Fred Taylor too. They just didn't win enough, especially when he was with David Garrard. I like David Garrard too. That was one of my favorite, my early favorites.
Yeah,
So
it is. What's the
Okay.
game?
What about defense?
Defense, man.
I gotta go all time. I gotta go. Bob Sanders, not Bob Sanders. Yeah, was it Bob Sanders?
For safety for the Colts?
Yeah,
With
Bob
the
Sanders.
dreads?
That was
Yeah.
boy.
He used to rock people.
Yeah,
That was him.
And then
JJ Watt got to be on the list.
J.J. Watt for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta, I might not like this. I gotta go with what's it called?
the linebacker.
No,
Cush.
not in the middle. My boy who we traded to Philadelphia for a bag of chips. Uh, man, what is his name?
Since
Not
I know Brian Cushion.
no, Brian
Brian
Christian. No.
Brian Cushing was
Okay.
nice.
Brian
He
Christian.
was
I think he was benefiting from other people on the
And
defense, and then when it was just him by himself, he told me them steroids. Something, I don't know what it was.
you know, you know,
listen
you know
back
who's
when we
gonna be
used to
added
get
to that list
slushies.
though? You know who's gonna be
Well,
Dwight
added to
Freeney,
that list? Stingley. Cause he like that.
I was thinking
Stink.
about putting him on there right now.
Not
Before
yet.
his
Not
name.
yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Stingley like that, bro. How many
Not
years he
yet. But
been like that? He been like that for a little minute now.
two, just two,
This okay.
just
Mm,
two.
what is his name? What's my middle linebacker's name? Um,
Who he play
Uh,
for?
Witten Merciless.
he played with he played in the middle, and he played for the Texans, and then they got time to pay the man. They sent him to Philadelphia. Man, he was like the best middle linebacker in the league. Man,
D'Amico Ryans.
Mhm.
Brooke Reed.
nah, I think I am talking about Miko. Am I talking about Miko? We
You
could
must
trade
be.
him. Nah, he was after me.
Kevin Bentley.
Nah, no.
What
Um,
about old boy that coach the Texans?
who? Wade Phillips.
D'Amico Ryan.
Yeah,
Oh, D'Amico.
be who I'm talking about. Miko, yeah,
That's
it
that's
might be
all.
him. Yeah,
Because
maybe him. And then
D'Amico was tough.
I'm trying to think of who goes there. Who goes to strong?
And
Um,
you gotta put Dwight Freeney on the list.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the white free.
You gotta
Number
put Dwight Freeney.
93. Number 93 was a
Dwight,
free.
yeah,
I
Dwight
want to
Freeney
give
was.
the Forrest Buckner a spot too, but maybe not. He might be a secondary, like honorable mention.
Yeah.
You said who?
Forrest Buckner,
Oh yeah, no.
he was ranked some havoc out there too. The Jags were so irrelevant, bro. I can't even think of anybody on their defense.
No, they had some. He was a defensive tackle. I cannot remember his name, and he used to have people slap him before the game to like get
Mm,
his aggression up, and like he would like hope that they would make him bleed.
yeah,
Crazy.
You know what?
Um,
Bullock for the Titans. He was real nice back in the day. Bullock. What's the first name for the Titans?
what is it? Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I almost said Matt Bullock, but not. I know exactly who you mean, bro. He was
Was it
nice.
Ryan Bullock?
Was it good?
You know when Vince Young was playing Bullock, they would have
Yeah,
that. They had the
Bullock.
top 3 defense for a couple years. He was tough at
Bullock.
linebacker. I
Yeah, he
can't think of his
was.
first name though. I know his last name was Bullock.
Before he got beat up, Cortland Finnegan was pretty good too. But he's not.
Oh. I like Courtland Finnegan. I
Listen,
did like Courtland.
that a whooping derailed his entire career. Dre let that turn that man every which way but loose.
Hey,
He said, I don't care nothing about the play. He went to that huddle match and said, we gonna run da. All he heard was hit him. That's all he heard. He was like, okay, cool. He said, hike, cool.
you know what? You know what I'm gonna say about Courtland though? You know what I'm saying about Courtland? He was never really a shutdown. He was just a competitor. He was Norman
For sure.
for the Washington Redskins.
To be compared to
They
Josh
were
Norman.
just competitors. They wasn't the best, but they played hard, and you respect
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
You remember Norman
Yeah.
got whooped too on the Josh Norman.
He did.
Josh Norman got his
He
butt
did.
whooped too. But
I feel like with both butt whoopings, bro, with both whoopings, it was like when they took the talent away from the players, bro. Like,
yeah,
right
Took
before
that
the
juice.
whooping, they weren't the same, bro.
yeah, yeah.
That juice from
Josh Norman and Courtland Finnegan was nice. Pac-Man Jones, I might put Pac-Man Jones on there.
When he wasn't ejected, bro, that boy was good, man.
Look,
But,
Pac-Man just
and I
couldn't
think
stay
of
out of trouble.
Pac-Man, though. I think of Pac-Man more with Cincinnati, personally.
No,
yeah,
I think of him with
he
Tennessee
was
because
here.
that boy was a problem with Tennessee, but he couldn't
He
stay on.
was.
He
He
was a
couldn't stay
problem
on
on and off. Yeah,
because he was returning that ball too.
he was.
He was.
He was.
He didn't even want
And
to
he
kick
was
the
real
ball
good
to
at it.
Pac-Man. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that man was a
That's
problem.
funny. I gotta go with Shane Leclerc, man. Gotta go with my
Yeah,
man. He's the MVP of the Texans, low key. Yeah.
yeah. And then, but for kicker, we're going Adam Vinatieri.
Tennessee.
Like,
Tennessee. No one else.
that man, that
Yeah.
man was, the game's close. Hey, bring him in.
I was gonna
He
say
got it
old
for,
boy that came after him though was nice too.
Was the closer. Who was the after Vinatieri?
It was that he didn't miss hardly either. Um, it's the kicker that came after him when they traded Adam Vinatieri. They had a kicker right after him. Old boy was clutch too, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, man, he's nice. I mean, Kaindi is nice right now, but
Yeah,
but
oh, yeah.
we
And then
gotta
the
wait.
dude at Jacksonville who just hit the, what was that, the 70-yard in the
yeah.
preseason the week before last, I think it was.
You talking about a secret weapon?
But they're going to need that. They're going to need all his 70-yard field goals. 'Cause
So
it,
you don't think Hunter gonna make a big difference?
they are going to have one of the top 6 worst seasons in the league, records in the league.
You
Hunter's an athlete, but I still don't know what Hunter is. I don't know if he's going to be a wide receiver or corner because you can't do both. Not in the same game. Not in
you
the
know what I worry
NFL.
about? You know what I
We
worry
don't
about?
even we don't call Travis Hunter the best college athlete ever. Like, I've
Yeah,
never heard anybody give him that title. And
yeah,
if we've had other guys who are more athletic just from what they
yeah,
were able to do, and they didn't get to the NFL and say, let me play a little bit of offense, a little bit of
yeah.
defense,
He
I feel like
wasn't
you're
no
going to be the exception. Come on
he
now.
wasn't no Charles Woodson. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no
Whoa, Jay,
Charles
Jay,
Woodson.
Jay. Well, hold on. Jay, that's a hot take. Go ahead, Jay Howard. What's up? He's a non-factor?
Yeah, it's not a popular opinion, but I think Travis Hunter's gonna be a non-factor this year. Man. I think he probably he'll probably put up average numbers. Partly just because the NFL is another level. Partly because Aziz Ansari's, knocked the hell out of his quarterback, and I don't think he's ever going to come back mentally. I think we're hearing footsteps right now as he sleeps. Um, uh, but, yeah, I just think whether he plays offense or defense, I think he's going to be an average NFL guy. I don't see him being like breakout. The attention that he's getting might get him some looks for offensive rookie of the year if he has anything above average. But yeah, I'm just not seeing it. And especially
Honestly,
if
I don't think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year. I don't even know if he'll be in the running. He has a potential to be in the running because it seems like he's going to be on the field a lot, but I don't think he will be. I think the offensive rookie of the year is either going to be a quarterback that does cool or somebody who surprises us. But I don't think Travis is going to do that. I think it's gonna take him a year or two to find his footing and to figure out who he's gonna be, like what type of player he's gonna be, what's gonna be his strong suit, where's he really landing on this? Because I mean, he played for Colorado, and the only thing is like the comp that he had to go against wasn't crazy, but then when they had their bowl, they weren't able to do anything.
Hey,
So
watch out for Ibuka. I'm hearing big words, good things from him. That wide
Ohio
receiver from
State,
Tampa Bay.
Ohio State.
I'm hearing a lot of good stuff from him, man.
Man, he's a beast, man. Watch out for what's his name, John T as well, man. John T, whatever his name is, running back.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about out of
Oh
Boise.
yeah. For and he's in Vegas. Oh yeah, he's gonna be tough. Now,
Rookie of the year right there.
yeah,
I got
I can see
hey
that.
look,
I can
I
see
got
that
Cam Ward, man.
You got Sam
for rookie
Ward.
of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Boy, that's a prediction right there.
Look,
Well,
they said this dude.
what's the goal?
They said he living at the. They said he lived at the stadium.
That's what's
He
up.
needs to. He needs to. I'm
Look,
looking for it.
that's
I like the work
yeah,
ethic. I like the work ethic. I'm gonna
yeah,
just
that's
this is what's gonna happen, Mook. Sam gonna get in there, man. I think Will Levis is gonna take over about mid-season, and then when he sticks it up, Sam is gonna come back and be real nice. Yeah.
You said it's
wow.
gonna be like So you said it's gonna be like Bryce Young with
Confidence killer.
like Bryce Young. You know how Bryce Young was with old boy. Old boy
Yeah.
came
Yeah,
in for him. He came
They,
back. Got a complete.
they got it together a little bit. Yeah. I think that might be how it is for Cam. It's either gonna be that, or he's just gonna have a really good, meaningless season because they're not going anywhere. But
that's what
he,
I think.
I see.
I
Ain't
think he'll have
nobody.
a English season.
Nobody said nothing about Daniel Jones for the coach. So I say, I guess we all on the same page with that.
never know, never know.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
coach was screwed.
yeah. Anthony Richardson did that.
When Daniel Jones sees the Texans, everybody's gonna be able to be one step closer, two steps closer to their incentive bonus. That's what I'll say. The defense will be one or two steps closer to their incentives. They're gonna be like, "Hey, bro, don't get that interception. That was supposed to be mine. I'm trying to get
Oh,
my quota, just like you
oh,
trying to get your quota."
oh, JB,
Super Bowl is already.
JB, JB. When you put up
What's up?
Fumble. That's all the
Exactly.
number fumble. That
Look,
joker
whoop.
fumble more than anybody. More than anybody.
But Daniel Jones, man, the D line about to bring a fork in the knife to that game. Yeah, they about
Bruh. Bruh, it's like,
Look,
bruh, I don't want no shared sacks. I got this one. You got the
to.
next one.
look.
They're
They
gonna bring
got
the
a
back. Who didn't get
nasty.
a chance to sack him yet? Who didn't get a chance?
Look, here's the crazy thing. The
Right.
coach got
Bring
a
his
good
special teams. They
team.
can play a little bit.
The coach got a good team around them, but I don't think just don't got the quarterback. They got a good running back. They got some good young receivers. They got a quality defense. Just can't get the quarterback position right. I'm telling you, Russell Wilson will be a good fit.
Russell Wilson would be a really good fit, but I don't think that the Colts are gonna make that pull the trigger on that one. I think they're gonna be like, we're gonna just see what Daniel Jones does. If we lose all our games, we'll just draft a quarterback next year. I
And
think that's how the
Sierra,
Colts are
and
looking at it.
Sierra don't want to be in on Indianapolis.
It's cold. We'll get to wear a coach, but you got to think about the fact that the coach, we got a brand new owner, the daughter of the owner who just died this past year or
Oh,
earlier this year, and
All right.
I don't see her in the gym rocking the boat a whole lot. I don't think they're gonna
yeah.
make any splash. Posting out a splash move type thing, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think you're right about that.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no,
No, that's
Sierra
big
gonna put a
facts.
deep.
And back to Jacksonville, I'm just gonna say this. I feel like
Uh,
I feel like this is another hot take. I feel like, as far as Travis Hunter, I feel like, and I don't mean to talk. It's I'm not taking a personal shot, but like how his personal life goes. If his personal life stay good, I feel like he's going to be good this season. I, because I just feel like him and I'm not trying to say nothing about his wife. I leave it off table, but I feel like if his personal life goes well, I feel like he's gonna have a good season. Because I feel like sometimes he could be a distraction, and and that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Because I don't like to talk about football because we leave that out of it, but and that's just the way I feel about that about Travis Hunter. Because I feel like the football thing is easy for him. I feel like it's the stuff outside of football that becomes a
Yeah.
problem when it comes to Travis. And because you could go back to some games in Colorado where he was still dominating, but I don't think his head was truly in the game. It was other stuff getting the best of him. So, if I feel like he could continue to keep that separate from the game, I feel like football is natural to him. He's just naturally a good athlete. I don't think he's going to struggle on the field no matter where they put him at because he's just a baller. He's a gamer.
You know, you know how how personal lives spill over into online jobs.
Yeah,
For sure.
It's definitely a factor. I don't know. Where do I think about that? I feel like more players are getting arrested, and it's just a lot more off-field situations in the spotlight than it used to be. With that.
you know. But yeah,
I mean,
and that's
that's
the
social
truth.
media.
Yeah, but
That's because
Yeah,
because if social media was around when the Steel Curtain in the 90s, 80s and 90s Cowboys were doing their thing, boy, imagine watching a Cowboys player doing Kokiana before the game and be like, all right,
right.
now let's go out and get him. Bro, what?
Yeah,
what are we doing? Like
yeah,
imagine someone live streaming a party doing then on social media being like, yo, look what's happening in this crib. Everybody's gonna be like Paul Pierce losing their job.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, and that's the one thing. Hey, look, and that's the one thing to be stopping a lot of players. But as commentators, you can't go there because you like it ain't on the court, it ain't on the field. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's stopping a lot of these players. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's like some players, man. If everything's going good off the field, you have no problems from it. Things start going on off the field. Which is and that's just life. But it's a major factor. You
I've
know,
never been a pro athlete, but I always just I just can't understand like how you can put fill in the blank before your paycheck. Like, there's so
right,
many things where I'm like why? It's like, did you
Yeah,
think about anything before you did that? Like,
yeah,
right.
that was an expensive mistake. Yeah, that was an
all a mistake,
right. That's a that's an expensive mistake, man. That's something to all you young athletes out there. All right, you going to college, you getting your NIL, and then you going to the next league, the next level, and you're excited you have your money, and be excited that you have your money. Have fun,
Yeah,
but before you do anything or put yourself in a bad position, just say, "Am I
yeah.
more connected to the situation or my money? Is
Hey
this
JB,
situation a good $30 million mistake? Just ask
hey
yourself,
JB,
is it worth paying lawyers, your PR, extra PR people, a pastor, and everything else?
hey JB. You know what the
What's up,
problem
bro?
is? A lot of these
What's up?
kids ain't never been like what we had back in the day. You remember, like a lot of these newer bank accounts now, they don't got no overdraft. When you do the overdraft, you don't get penalized with the $35. You don't have to pay the extra fee. It's just you
Yeah,
pay back what you pay. So back in the day, you have like $1 in your checking account, and you go to buy that double cheeseburger, and it's $2. You only got $1. You just bought a $35 burger. So a lot of them kids don't know nothing about that expensive mistake. Cause you get plenty of time where I thought I had like $2 or $3 in the account. I go to buy that burger, and that burger just a $2 more than what I thought it was gonna be. And I bought a $35 burger. At least
I
I
was gonna
paid the
say now
overdraft fee
you got a $35
the tax,
sandwich.
the tax gets you every time.
every time, every time.
You know you're talking about it was just a McChicken. How is it $35?
You ain't know about a $30
I'm
McChicken.
about to
No, That is facts. Ask yourself, is it worth the dollar? All right, bro. Before we shut down, I got some questions. I'm gonna knock them off fast. I just need the answer. All right. All right.
Let's get
Mook, you hop in. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right. Would you rather have the Texans beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, or win back-to-back Super Bowls against any other two teams?
Did you ask me?
Jay Howard
You asked,
first.
yeah, okay. Go ahead.
You know what? I was about to say Cowboys first, but it would be great to have back to back to match the Rockets 94, 95. We overdue, man. We overdue.
Okay. Oh, as someone who lives in Texas, I'm kind of shocked by that, because the Texas Cowboys. Uh, you know how that goes down. Mook, what you think, bro?
Pulling it off the feet.
So let me ask that
Mattress
question
Mac.
one more
I
time
don't
to
know
make
what
sure I'm
Mattress
answering
Mac
it
would
right.
say about that. But go
Ask
ahead,
that
Mook.
question one more time. I want to make sure I answer right. What was the question again?
Would you rather have the Texans beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, or win back-to-back Super Bowls against any other two teams?
Down is like that because they got a Mississippi State quarterback. So I just rather them win back to back.
All right, get your mid answer out of here. All right.
Not against
That, but not against that.
All right. Right. Boo. Tomato, tomato. All right. Would you rather have the Texans win a Super Bowl with the defense first, run heavy offense, or win a Super Bowl with a high powered, fast, pass first offense that breaks every offensive record? Mook, what's up, bro? What you thinking? Do you want them to air it out, or do you want all right, we going one of the greatest defense, basically the Ravens back in the gap. Great defense so we can run the ball. Or do you want them to be like, hey, we throwing everything? The running backs
Yeah,
better learn how to catch.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A Super Bowl is a Super Bowl. As a fan, I don't think you care how they get it. So, but you know what? As a fan, I would love to see the high powered offense. You know, them defensive games get kind of boring. Nobody want to see no 6-12 games. So I'll take the high powered offense. You know,
Okay.
I'll take the high powered offense.
Jay, what's up, Jay?
See them air it out, man. The fans would love that. Shows off the athleticism, man. So those 30-0 goals where Adam Vinatieri wins the game, man. Nobody wants.
That what was that? The Rams game against the Patriots where
Look,
it was like 3-13 or something like that was a mess. I was like, all
the
right,
only
what are we doing?
Wait, no.
the only defensive championship that I like was the Ravens. That's exclusive to the Ravens. Because you know, when you watching the Ravens
Like,
games, look, when you watching the Ravens
Loki.
defense slugging out, you gonna get a good quote from Ray. You know what I'm saying? It's only Ray can make a defensive slugfest look entertaining. Only the Ravens. Cause you got Ed Reed that gonna catch a pick and run one back. You know, you got Ray that gonna make a big hit. You got Thug. You know, yeah. Only the Ravens. Other than that, I'm gonna take offense every time.
Okay, bet. Okay, so
Vegas more than offense. The defense
man, that defense
more
That
that
defense
that
was
defense had
nasty.
man, that defense had everything that you would want, even in today's NFL. All right, so would you rather have the Texans win the Super Bowl with a rookie QB, or have them win the Super Bowl with a veteran QB on his last year? It's his final hurrah. So that means like that's saying like CJ Stroud doesn't get a Super Bowl until his last year, and then he says, "Hey, something special is about to happen. Super Bowl, retirement. Good night."
man, if you get the rookie, you might get a chance to get it again. But dang, you want to see him go out with a bang.
Are we going out like?
Doing all the nah, he just got his money, man. He get his little Hall of Fame jacket, bro. I'm going with the Rook.
We going with the Rook? All right, Mook, what's
We
up?
going
Mm,
think about the national championship game after dark. Man. Think about it. 4 years, 6 years. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna agree with my boy. I'm gonna
Okay.
go and agree with Big Howard. Big Howard, yeah.
All
Get it.
right, bet,
Get
bet,
it.
bet. All right, my last one. Would you rather have the Texans play a home game on Christmas Day every year, or have them play a home game on Thanksgiving Day every year?
Ask that question one more time.
So the Texans, would you rather have them have a home game every year on Christmas or on Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna say Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this year I went to the Christmas Day game against the Ravens, man.
Same.
They had Beyonce playing at halftime, man.
The
It
Beyonce
was,
Bowl.
it was special. But that is one of the holidays where I'd probably rather be with the fam, man. And the fam is already around on Thanksgiving, so it makes the day more exciting. I'm gonna go with Mook and go Thanksgiving.
Leave it on Thanksgiving. All right, NFL. They said leave it on Thanksgiving.
Look,
Yo,
look.
Jay, I appreciate you pulling up. Oh, go ahead, Mook. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say this. Christmas is so busy because you got to go around see everybody and everything. Thanksgiving, you can actually watch the game because you put everybody's in one spot. Everybody come and meet at the same place. You can eat, get stuff, sit down, and get up at halftime and eat again. Christmas,
Yeah.
I don't like. That's why I don't really watch a lot of basketball. I be so busy.
You
You got
say
to
you
go
over
around
here
and see
putting toys
everybody.
together for the kids. Yeah,
Look,
putting
when
toys
you think
together.
about it,
You're like, wait, what happened?
when you think about it, Christmas is so segregated. Christmas is so
Mm.
segregated. Everybody be doing their own thing at their own time. Everybody be like, I don't want to move out of Christmas presents. We just gonna stay home, open our Christmas presents at home. Christmas is segregated. You got your immediate family, and that's it. Everybody else from the family, you gotta go see them here, go see them there. So you moving, you
Might
really
be
ain't watching that. You catching highlights.
Dang.
a,
Well, NFL, the people have spoken. Yo, Jay Howard, I appreciate you pulling up. Hey, is there anything you want to plug?
anytime, every time. Anything I want to play, I just want y'all to just pray for no injuries to the teams that we love this year, man. It always derails the season, and we want to see a full season full of athletic highlights. And all y'all fantasy people, we want to see y'all get your points, man. So that will be my plug for the day. Won't be my last time. Now. I have plenty plugs when I come back.
Yeah. Hey
All
Jay
right.
Howard. Hey Jay
Yo,
Howard. I'm gonna say this one thing. I can't agree with you. The Browns are praying for a couple of injuries because
I know,
at least two of them.
Listen, we're praying for no major injuries. No major injuries. We're praying that, everybody's season
So
goes
major.
exactly how it's supposed to go. If you need
right?
notes, hit me up, please. I
Imagine
got you.
that, bro. Then, would you please let Joe Flacco hurt his toe on the couch on his way to his bedroom? I
Look,
mean,
look,
hey,
Lord, I'm
please
just
let the
asking
Lord.
for a pinky toe, Lord. Not even the big one, just the pinky.
Hey, that's funny. Oh man.
Yo, all right, yo. It's been another episode of Nothing Nice. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Mook Jones in the building. Always appreciate you. Jay Howard, you already know. You're going to see Jay a lot more on here as well. We're going to be in the mix. Yo, make sure you go like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on TikTok, IG, 365 Nothing Nice. Yo, the season's coming up quick. Also, shout out to the Ohio State UT game that's coming up. We're going to have some stuff on that too. Yo, y'all be in the mix. We appreciate you. Nothing nice.
Peace. Yes, sir.